Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into the video. I'm the Retro Misfit, and your attendance is greatly appreciated. Today we're going to make a quick video here, and we're going to talk about ways I would save GameStop. Now I know there's a lot of people out there who are probably asking themselves or saying, hey, why would we bother? Is GameStop really worth saving? And I think it is. I do think GameStop is, represents one of the last, bastions of brick and mortar for gamers, with Walmart and Best Buy and all them slowly and if not completely getting rid of their um, video game sales as everything kind of slides digitally. I think keeping GameStop around is, that one last hope for us older gamers and, just to have some dream alive of having that brick and mortar location to go and pick up games. Now, GameStop had a spike here not too long ago with that whole stock market thing, which saved them for a while, but they're slowly slipping right back into old habits and slipping away from us. And I think these are some ways that I would implement to at least try to save the company. Now, if you disagree with me, you have a different opinion, please let me know in the comments below. That's always appreciated. But all right, let's begin with a few ways that I would save GameStop. The first thing I would do to save GameStop is consolidate stores. I think GameStop has too many locations and it's causing a dwindling quality in their product. Now, like in my own hometown, we had a GameStop over at the mall, and then we had one over in a strip mall across the street, and then one about a half mile down the road, we had another one. Now, there you have 3 stores within a mile range, and that's way crazy too much. There you're splitting up your business because now instead of having one store for these people to funnel to, they're funneling to 3 different ones, breaking down your profits per store. I think that's crazy. Another thing I would do is clean up your store. Fresh coat of paint, maybe some, instead of just sticking posters on the wall, get some almost movie style displays so that you can put your posters up every month for the new and upcoming games and the stuff that you're promoting. New carpet would be great, or even get rid of carpet and go with a nice quality tile. Definitely clean up your stores, give it a much cleaner appearance. I think would help quite a bit. All right, a second way that I would go in and save GameStop is focus on your customer service. Now, at one of the stores in my old hometown where I frequented, I become very good friends with the store manager. He was a great guy, very knowledgeable, very friendly. But then when you went in there later on with some of the other people, rude, let's face it, game stupid. They really didn't know gaming. They were there for the paycheck, and very rude to the customers. And you can't have that now. When I can sit at home and order any game I want for sometimes and most of the times cheaper, you've got to give me a reason to come into the store. And if you don't at least at the top of the list have quality, friendly customer service, I'm not going to come in. There's no point in it. I can be treated rude anywhere. Why am I going to come into your store when I don't need to? So you got to give me a reason to come in, and that starts with quality, knowledgeable customer service. Third way I would go about saving GameStop is focus. You walk into a GameStop now and you've got t-shirts, you've got cards, you've got Funko, you've got action figures, you've got stickers, they're all over the place. On the outside wall, they have their games. Everything else is just everything. And I think you got to get more focused. Become a game store again. Now, it's okay to have a little section, maybe with some t-shirts, with the games on them, especially the newer games that you're releasing, games with t-shirts, and maybe some other collectibles that tie into games. But bringing in stuff that's got nothing to do with games like Funkos and things like that, you're diluting your clientele. You're diluting your surface space for where you can put product. And that's crazy to me. I know there are going to be people out there going, well, by diversifying, you're going to bring in different people, but you're also chasing the fad. Funkos have kind of settled down, or at least settled, if not faded out from what they were. So now you got all that room where Funkos. Now what are you going to fill it with? The newest fad. And you can't chase fads. If you catch a break and you happen to have something that becomes a fad, great. But chasing fads will lead you to chasing bankruptcy. And that's just ridiculous. And you need to stop. You're a big corporation. Don't do it. Focus, focus, focus on your gaming. Their name is GameStop. People came to you for games for years. That's what they want. That's what they're there for. Get more focused. Another way I would save GameStop, embrace indies. You have companies out there, um, Mad Cat Studios. You have, Limited Run. You have all of these different indie companies putting out games. Get in with them. Have them bring their product to your store. Get exclusivity deals. You got Best Buy falling out of habit. You've got get exclusivity deals to carry this product. Now you're getting people to come in. Companies like Activision and EA, they're going to go the way of digital. It's cheaper for them because all they got to do is throw it on the store. They don't have to, make discs or ship it or anything. And they can still charge the same amount, which is an argument for another day. But embrace indie, embrace these other companies. And the reason I say that's, to me, that's, like I said, you've got these places where you can't buy it. Some people don't like to buy things online. So you bring in your limited run games, your Simply Rare, all of those companies, you bring them in. Now you're the exclusive distributor of it, and now there's a reason for them to come to your store. And that one ties into my next one, which is get into game publishing. And by that I mean there are a lot of indie people out there who are making their own games, who don't have a pipeline to get it to it other than maybe itch.io or something like that. Why not get into these people and these people who are making their Game Boy games on GB Studio or use an NES maker to create an NES game? Reach out to them, have contests, something like that, and make yourself the exclusive publisher of that game. Put that game in your store, and again, now you've got another reason to come in. And you have to realize that that's going to open up your product line, especially to retro gamers. I think kids these days are getting, they're used to digital products, digital movies, digital games, digital music. So they're going to do what they're going to do. Focus on the retro gaming crowd. They love to have their cartridges. They love to have their discs. They're the ones that are going to keep you in business. And that's where shrinking down your stores comes into play again, because now you have less overhead. You don't have to keep all these stores open, and you become more into a place for people to come to buy those products. Make sure you have the exclusivity deal so that they're not available digitally anywhere, forcing them to buy the physical product. And I think this would help you get some in, because again, it's reaching a very limited, you're reaching that limited base who don't like to. Well, I like to own physical stuff. There's a lot of people on there who like to own physical stuff. And you can do that by having physical products only available at GameStop. And then finally, get into the retro game stuff with your Retrons, your Evercades, all that. Start selling those in store as well. Again, it brings people in. I'm thinking, you can still bond into the big ones, PS6s when they come out, PS5s, Xboxes, Switches, and have a section for that. But again, by focusing on, the indie stuff and like that, it's going to bring people in. People can go anywhere and buy a PS5. But if you bring in mom and dad who are there to get their newest and Nintendo release, will also pick up something for the kid from their version of the system. And so there you're getting everybody involved. So I'm not saying just go indie, but I think indie is a market that's not being addressed in the world right now. And I think you guys could lead the way to, putting that out there for people. I mean, really, that's okay. Those are a few of my ways I think you could save GameStop. I know there's a lot of people out there who will disagree, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has an opinion. Please put it down below. Let me know what you think. What idea do you have that you think GameStop could do to stay open, to remain, a viable brick and mortar store? Now, they're never going to return to glory, and that's one thing that, stores have to realize. You're not going to return there, but you can find a sweet spot and stay there and just, live in that little spot of your universe. But again, thank you for tuning in. Let me know down below what you think. Let me know what ways you would save GameStop, or if you even think GameStop is worth saving. I appreciate you greatly. Again, click that subscribe button. Help me hit 500 by the end of 2025. And as always, gaming has no age limit. Bye-bye.